What's going on, guys? Here with one of my favorite people in the watch industry and a guy I've often described and continue to describe as the most dynamic leader in the watch industry, Raynald Aeschlimann. How are you, sir?
How are you, Waco? Very good, thank you.
So I'm here in front of a suitcase of 11 incredible watches, right? Swatch watch is made of bioceramic, but an homage to one of my favorite timepieces, and probably the reference that I collect the most of, the Omega Speedmaster. Raynald, tell me what's going on here.
You know, you see, they're wonderful pieces, and I think it was about time to celebrate Speedmaster. I mean, as you know, and you've been always also promoting the whole work we've done around Speedmaster. But you know what? Speedmaster is an amazing, he's one of the most iconic, and we worked from the roots to the future with a lot of hard work on it. But that is exactly what was missing. It's about a celebration of an icon, but it's being done in a modern way. You know, if we talk about Omega, we talk about pioneer spirit, but that step, that was only Swatch that was able to do it, because it was like bringing their incredible sense of fashion into our world. And this is exactly why I'm so happy about this, because they've taken the DNA, they've taken our roots, but they didn't misuse it.
Right.
They just made it into a wonderful category, a wonderful collection of watches, celebrating the pioneering, the dynamic, and also what I consider as being one of the biggest DNA of Omega is being, you know, somebody that can play, that can enjoy also, not like a stiff or an arrogant way of looking at our watches.
Yes.
And that's why I think that this is very much of our celebration. And I have to admit, this makes me always smile, because this is a Swatch. Amazing. It has the Omega and the Speedmaster spirit.
Absolutely. You know, so what I love about it is, as I was saying, it reminds me of my favorite collaborations between, for example, H&M plus someone like Karl Lagerfeld or Versace. But what I also think is really cool about it is it democratizes the whole culture of Speedmasters. Speedmasters are actually, for me, one of the best values in the watch world, but they have also become beautifully elevated in terms of the use of the 321, in terms of using all new proprietary materials like Moonshine Gold. And incidentally, the Moonshine Gold watch with the green bezel and the green dial this year, boom, incredible. But I love that we're also celebrating Speedmaster culture this year, also to democratize it, bring it to an all new generation. And these watches can also be the type of watch a younger person can own, can be incredibly cool, they can be super proud of, and dream to one day own a Speedmaster, a Moonwatch Professional, and maybe even a precious metal watch in the future, or the ultimate, the 321, correct, sir?
Exactly. And you know, in our business, in the luxury industry, everybody talks about inspiring. But this is more than inspiration. This is not about looking up to say, one day I will. This is about having a brand that has its own DNA, Swatch,
yes,
but creating another step to that inspiration, to that dream.
Yes.
And by playing with some of our rules and not just breathing or taking one of our name. And that's what I like. This is a real collaboration, and I could follow up from the beginning in terms of respecting both of them, but creating something that is much more than 1 + 1. And that's why I'm very happy.
Dude, amazing. And you know, I love it also because I think, remember when the first Apple Watch came out, everyone was saying, oh no, watches are over, the new generation's not gonna want watches. But what we saw was the opposite. We saw a whole new generation of kids loving smaller brands, micro brands, vintage. But now you've created the watch that is perfect for them. This is the watch that a young person can get into, and they can have a lot of the flavor, a lot of the nuance, a lot of the emotion of the Speedmaster, and one day be able to own the actual thing. So bravo, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.